Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Paul Brown Show. This evening, my guest will be a new and upcoming recording artist, Darren Jenkins, better known as my son, Taylor. How you doing there, Darren?
I'm good. Can't complain.
Welcome to the Paul Brown Show. Tell the audience about do you have a street name?
Yeah.
A stage name?
My rap name is Tay Montana. I go by Tay Montana.
Tay Montana. Where you get that name from?
Cause basically I do my rapping I treat my rapping kind of like the movie Tony Montana, like Scarface. I basically look at it. I treat my rapping like that basically, and it's I look at everything differently. Like you can say, as in I wouldn't say a drug type way I look at it. I just say it's my mentality is like his basically. Like Tony
Okay.
Montana.
You have a group. What's the name of your group?
I go by Too Real.
Too Real. How'd you come about getting that name?
Because I spell it two REEL, and that's highlight reel type way you spell it. So basically it was two people, and it was basically our raps and all that is a highlight reel. It's something you gotta capture, you gotta get it on film type. So that's how I came up with it. But now I turned it into a big group now.
Okay. How long have you been recording records?
I've been recording since I was about 12 when I did that song Young Ballers when I won a talent show.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
And you won that contest, didn't you?
yep. I won when I was going to Dale Curry summer camp.
As far as describe your music.
I'll say for one, I'll say it's real because I tell the truth about what I talk about, and I will say that you can relate to what I'm saying because I talk about realistic stuff. Put it like that. So it's just real, basically. I got real music. It's just up front.
If I was someone to listen to, what would I consider your music to be like?
I would say kind of on the when you're when you're either down or you're down and you're thinking about a certain situation where you're not feeling right or something like that, and it just make you want to turn that song on and just make you want to forget about everything and just listen to the song, take your pain away basically. You get lost in the music.
Lost in the music. Tay, when you on stage in front of this audience, what do you be thinking about before the lights goes on?
I really think about how much or so am I gonna get the audience into my music. I like to have everybody jumping around and enjoying the music. I don't like people just sitting around the audience. So basically, getting everybody into the music, into my performance. So I say.
What do you get out of seeing that audience doing those types of things? Jumping around, moving around with your music.
Well, I get a lot out of it because it's that's what I do it for. I do it to see. I do it for for fans to appreciate what I'm doing. Because if they wasn't appreciating it, I wouldn't. There's no purpose of doing it really. Because it'd be a waste. It'd be you're wasting your time because nobody's feeling where you're coming from.
Who would you consider to be an artist that inspired you to becoming a musical artist?
Really, it's a lot. It's because since I'm only 22, so it's rappers I was listening to Hot Boys, Lil Wayne, I was listening to Cassidy, rappers like that basically. Cassidy, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z sometimes, but I'm not really a fan of Jay-Z, but I listen to it because he speak real stuff though.
Who would you consider your music to be kind of similar to?
I think I got my own style though, so I don't really think nobody. I think I stand out. Yeah, I got my own genre basically. Yeah, so I stand out.
Okay, growing up as a child, what was the type of music that you were normally listening to, and what made you get into hip hop?
Uh, as a child, I would listen to all type of music. Anything that really has a nice beat and a meaning to the music, I would listen to it. So it wasn't really a certain type of music I would listen to. It was just the meaning behind it. So, and that's what really inspired me on wanting to do music, basically.
You also write your music.
Yep, all of it.
Where did you get that that expertise from?
Honestly, when I started writing music, my first time writing music, I began because I was in a room with my older brothers and everybody was freestyling and we all was rapping. And like I just kept saying the same thing over and over. And it's like my older brother got tired of it and he was like, "You just got the room." So I got the room and everybody else stayed in the room and continued rapping. So it kind of like kicked me out the room. So I just kept rapping. I kept writing. That's my first time I started writing. And I started writing and all that, kept writing. Then I finally got good. But nobody else raps. All of them don't rap. I'm the only one that raps. That's good now. So basically my brother inspired me because he kicked me out the room. So he inspired me to write music and get better because I wanted to be better than everybody that was in that room rapping.
Which one of your brothers? Because you got the.
Okay. Out of my two older twin brothers, it was Terrell. I got an older brother, Terrell and Darrell. It was Terrell that kicked me out the room.
So Terrell, when you watch this, you know that you're the one the reason why Taylor's still doing these type things. Okay, Tay Montana.
Yeah.
When did you first realize that you wanted to be hip hop? Why not R&B?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, one reason why it's not R&B because I can't sing. So I mean, I tried to sing before, but it didn't work out. So I just gave up on singing altogether. I ain't got time to be taking no vocal classes or nothing like that. So I just stuck to rapping because I can do it. Great, I think.
So rapping is in a form of singing?
I mean, if you get somebody, an engineer or something that can help you in the studio and put all this auto tune and all that with your voice, then yeah, you can sing away if you want to. If they got the equipment to help you with it.
Similar like T-Pain or
someone. Like exactly.
You know,
like T-Pain, Future, all of them that's doing it now. Everybody doing a little singing now because they got the equipment to help them with that. So I could sing, so I could do R&B and rap if I really wanted to. I mean, it's all about what I want, what everybody gonna relate to, basically. That's what I'm going off now.
Where do you see yourself at, Tay Montana, 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I see myself being the best rapper and the most successful rapper that's gonna still be active 5 years from now. Like, so not including like Jay-Z, because ain't no way he's still gonna be rapping in 5 years. So I say the best rapper and the most successful rapper.
What, in your opinion, does it take to be the best rapper?
I say hard work. You gotta stay in the studio. Like you gotta stay in there and basically perfect your craft. If you don't perfect your craft, then you're not gonna be good. You're just gonna be mediocre. You're not gonna be nobody really to pay attention to.
How do you handle haters? Because as you go on in life, you're gonna see that there's haters that's gonna come to stop you from your ultimate goal. So how do you deal with that?
It's always gonna be haters though. So how I look at it is if they hating, then apparently I'm doing something right. Cause most of the time when people hating, they doing something that they hating on something that they want to do, or they just gonna hate you regardless of what you do. So you just gotta do you regardless. Basically, that's how it is. Just do you.
What type of advice would you give the younger group recording artists that is coming in there to figure out exactly what it takes to be a successful artist? What kind of advice would you give that 12 to 15 generation?
I'll say be different, cause don't nobody wanna hear the same stuff or see somebody doing the same stuff. So if you be different, you stand out, then you're gonna make it. Because everybody looking for something new. That's all it's about. That's all it's about in the rap game. Something different.
Okay, do you feel like, oh, there it goes, that music. That's some of your music that you're going on there. Exactly. How do you handle being in there with all those? See, we like that little music going on. Why can't you really see that beat is really indicative of how do you handle life?
Like I mean, such as in like what you mean like handling life in what situation though? Like
I mean, because in this hip hop industry, there seems to be stereotypes. They stereotype as far as negative. How do you deal with that type of stereotype going on with the music that you love?
I mean, with the stereotyping situation, that's kind of iffy because like I mean everybody stereotypes certain situations, so it's like they gonna stereotype me regardless because like for one I got dreads, so they think everybody that got dreads is like criminals and doing this and doing that. But I mean you got to meet the person before you stereotype. So I don't really the stereotyping and that's not serious to me. I don't take it that much like it's that big of a deal because it's just stereotype. You can stereotype all day, but if you ain't got no proof behind it, then it's just words.
So at the end of a concert, and you've done that great job performing in front of that audience, how do you come back to reality? And how do you get back, get yourself back down to that reality?
That's a great question because like after I perform and all that, I'll be feeling like I want to just perform all day, the rest of the day, all the time. But I mean, I just once I basically go get something to eat and go about my business and start doing whatever else. I mean, eventually I'll forget about it or whatnot. So I mean, I wouldn't necessarily forget about the performance, but I would try to forget so I wouldn't like keep thinking about it because when I perform, I want to always perform like the rest of the night, all night, the next day, just never stop, a never ending performance. So just can't think about it.
What makes you smile, Tay Montana?
Everybody, everybody in my circle happy and everything going as planned. Like everything's successful. Everybody's successful. That will make me
Ladies and
smile the
gentlemen,
most.
welcome to another exciting episode of the Paul Brown Show. And I have as my special guest, we said the train? Lou Train?
Blue Train.
Lou Train, Lou
Yes, sir.
Train. Lou Train from Charlotte, North Carolina. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
I'm Blue Train. Most of y'all know me by Trey. You know,
So what you want to be called on this show?
Blue Train.
Okay, Lou Train.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been doing music for a while. Um, I work, take care of the family. Regular. You know,
What made you get into hip hop music?
to be honest, to like see, my music is based off positive. So I want to change the world by everything in a positive way instead of negativity. Because the music now is all negative. Everything is negative. You know, there's nothing positive about it. There's nothing to support the youth or to make the youth want to do better in their life. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
And how long have you been doing your music?
I've been doing it for a while, like 2 years. Like Lou Gang, the name of my gang is Lou Gang. It's love under loyalty, and that come from my grandma.
Okay.
She's deceased, so we take her name and we still grieve it, which means she lives through us. Her
Mhm.
name's lived through us.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like we screaming Lou, and basically it's more than just me in the game. So
Mhm.
it's a family thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like our music is based off positive, doing better, just changing the world. You know what I'm saying? And
5 years from now in your music field.
5 years from now, I see myself. I see myself in the rap game. You know, changing the things and making things better than what it was. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the world needs somebody that's gonna touch a lot of hearts. You know what I'm saying? Feed their mind the right thoughts. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like give them somebody to look up to that's a leader, not a follower. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's different.
So who would you consider to be like your somebody that you idolize or you kind of like put your music after?
Like, see, my favorite rapper is like Lil Wayne,
Why is
and
that? I mean, it's pretty good rap.
I mean because I've been liking Wayne since he came out. You know, he's a smart man, and his style is different. You know what I'm saying? And when Wayne he come out with something that's hot, you know what I'm saying? It can be the randomest thing, and like when the bars drop, it's like, ooh, like did you hear what he said? Like you got to take it back. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But other than that, his music it motivated me to want to do something, do music and do better. You know what I mean? Like take it to a whole nother level. If that makes sense.
Now, one of the things that I guess, see, Lil Wayne, I guess he had what's the guy that raised him?
You talking about Birdman?
Birdman. You know what I'm saying? So he could have really, Birdman really took him,
Yeah, under his wing.
yeah,
Yeah,
and really gave him the opportunity to go to another level.
yeah, that makes sense.
Now, do you feel like that's one of the things that you're missing in your music thing? Do you have that back support that you need to, take it to that next level?
To be honest, I have a little support, but I don't have enough. If that makes sense. Like I have ones that supporting me, but I have ones that's like doubting, like nah, like it's not him, or he don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, or they just hate just because that's just the type of person they is. See, I'm different. I'm the type of person. Whatever you do in life, I support it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mhm.
not gonna doubt you. Whatever it is you doing, hey, I support it. But you got some that support what I do, and you got some that don't. But I feel like that's just life. They gonna do that. You know what I mean?
So how do you deal with those haters that's gonna be in your life? Because there's gonna be 50% of people that love you, and there's gonna be that 50% that can't stand your music.
Oh, it
Oh,
just
and it's not your music, it's you.
it's just gonna motivate me to do better and keep going. Cause at the end of the day, I'm not worrying about what I hate to say. You know what I'm saying? Cause at the end of the day, like you wish you can be me. You wish you can be in these shoes. You know what I'm saying? You wish you could have the style, the talent to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it's like whatever they gonna say what they say, but still keep going. Don't never stop. Whatever your dreams is, chase it. I don't matter what it is. It don't matter what it is. Just keep going and grind. See,
I know, and a lot of those like Jay-Z and all that, you hear their story and how they kind of like had to do so much, as far as to get their music out.
yeah.
How do you, with today's technology, do that? How do we get to hear your music, or how do you, what type of efforts are you putting in to get to that level?
To be honest, see, all my music is it goes straight towards my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I have to put more than just YouTube out there. Like, there's all types of social media out there. You got Instagram, you got Twitter, you got Facebook. You got all these different things, topics out here, these social media topics out here. And also, not just that, performing, promoting my music out there, having people out there support, you know what I'm saying, throwing me out there, telling my name, Lou Train, this and that, Lou Train, do that, you know what I mean? And it starts from that, you know what I'm saying? You can't just determine off just dropping music and putting it on a channel and expect you to blow up. No, you have to work hard for what you want. That's why it goes back to grinding, success, and whatever it is you want to do in life, just chase it. Like, don't never stop. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is in life. Just keep going. Because at the end of the day, when you keep going, you're gonna make it. As long as you have that hope and keep the most high, got it.
Describe that feeling when you hear your music come on the radio one day.
It might be surprised. Like, I might be shocked. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, it might, because it's like this never happened to me. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a wow. Like, okay, it's for the first time. But at the same time, I feel good about it because it's like, all right, now I'm making that first step. Now it's time to make it to that next step. Like, keep going. Don't just stop at that. Keep going. You know what I mean? Like, see, what a lot of people mess up is they feel like, all right, they slow down once they get to where they at instead of keep going. Like, never stop. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't never stop, because at the end of the day, whatever it is in life that you really want to chase your dream and reach for it, you got it. As long as you keep going. Don't ever stop. Don't get too comfortable, because when you sit in one spot, you faint. You know what I'm saying? You sink. You don't want to sink. So, got to always keep going.
Trey, how important is patience play in this music industry?
Patience is a lot. Like, patience is the key in life. It don't matter what it is in life you want to do or how bad you want something. You always gotta have patience. But if you don't have patience, you'll never be able to succeed or make it, or you'll never chase with chase whatever it is you're trying to do.
Now, I know that in this hip hop industry, we see a lot of this thing they call beefing between two rappers. Now, how do you feel about that, and how do that play in your thinking? Because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have people out there, just like you said, the haters, or you're gonna have the when they see you blowing out, then they're gonna start trying to get physical with you.
See, and that's the thing. I always think about that. I'm glad you brought that conversation up. See, it's based off from what I see in this industry. A lot of people do that because they do it for clout, or they just do it because all their life they've been hating on this person or hating on this person, because all along you've been wanting his spot or you've been wanting his shine for what? Instead of instead of trying to take somebody else's spot or take something else from somebody, you can work for it too. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they just rather do it because they do it because they think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool, or whatever it is. Like, the beef industry that is going on now, it's like people, they do it. It's the money, and they do it because they feel like they want to give a show, and they feel like it's cool for youth to do it. It's like, oh, it's cool for us to do it, to kill people, so it's cool for the youth out here to do the same thing. No, that's not how you want to raise these youth out here to do things. You want them to switch it up, which means let's work together. You know what I'm saying? We already doing enough of killing each other. It's time to switch that up. It's time to work together and stick together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Money is the key, I get it every week. Rolling good, green, different flavors on the shit. Christmas tree, LB's on my feet. Ballin', I'm the king. Got too much sauce like I'm sesame. Like I'm sesame. Money is the key, I get it every week. Rolling good, green, different flavors on the shit. Christmas tree, LB's on my feet. Ballin', I'm the king. Got too much sauce like I'm sesame. Like I'm sesame. Laughing at you haters, cause you niggas is some fakers. You know I keep a hammer, I don't play about my cheddar. Call me Mr. Baller, posterized, yeah, a banger. Phone got past the rock, call it sis, yeah, a layer. I keep my trust in God, my hands together, I'm prayed up. Show me my opponent, best believe I'ma beat 'em. Always been a ride or die, beat the pussy hammer time. You can run but you can't hide. See a up, he look surprised. Get my wings when I fly, found my queen and my bride. You can see the hurt in their eye, you can tell that I ride. They tell full of fairy lies. It's true. They tell full of fairy lies. What money is the key? I get it every week. Rolling good, green, different flavors on the shit. Christmas tree, LB's on my feet. Ballin', I'm the king. Got too much sauce like I'm sesame. Like I'm sesame. Money is the key, I get it every week. Rolling good, green, different flavors on the shit. Christmas tree, LB's on my feet. Ballin', I'm the king. Got too much sauce like I'm sesame. Like I'm sesame.
Chopper stay loaded, lights be unfolded. The trust that you give me, you know I don't want it. I just want the money, the clips be folded, the clips that be blowing, popping and crowing, straight to your head and nothing be on it. Shooting your hood, you know that I own it. Giving no fucks, I do what I want. Don't tell me to leave, you know I ain't going. Getting so high, I think gas I be smoking. So many clouds, I see that you choking. Slashing your throat, you gon' be like soaking. You want your revenge, don't say it, just show it. Don't get distracted, you need to just focus. You need to just pass it, so I get to rolling. Have all them guns, but you never gon' hold it. You that little coat that I know I'm the shortest.
What's the deal? What's the deal with the drill? Going up on my teeth, hot as hell like a fucking grill. And I'm smoking on some gas, and I might just pop a pill on that Call of Duty shit, and it might just get you killed, pussy.
Money is the key, I get it every week. Rolling good, green, different flavors on the shit. Christmas tree, LB's on my feet. Ballin', I'm the king. Got too much sauce like I'm sesame. Like I'm sesame. Money is the key, I get it every week. Rolling good, green, different flavors on the shit. Christmas tree, LB's on my feet. Ballin', I'm the king. Got too much sauce like I'm sesame. Like I'm sesame.